It was the 1990s, a big show in a small town off I-75 in Georgia. They were called the biggest cocks in the henhouse. But things have changed since then. It's been 30 years, and they finally found a home here, like everyone else, doing a podcast. It's Erica and Mark, the phone call podcast thing.
Hello, hello.
Hi, how are you? It's me talking over you.
Good.
Yeah.
It always sounds neat when I put them together.
Oh, I'm sure it does. I'm sure that I sound fantastic, whereas you're way off mic. Is this the show? Are we on?
Do you see the mic?
Yeah. That's pretty. Yeah, you're pretty close to it now.
Yeah, I've been close.
All right. So you've been listening.
I just don't have a $2,600 microphone.
I don't
either. I have a $100 microphone.
I don't have a $2,600 microphone. That's not what this is.
That was a gifted mic, wasn't it?
I think it may be this Symmetrix 52080 audio processor back
there
here.
you go. Well, then you got that. And then you got that too.
Might have a little to do with it.
Can I put audio hijack on this microphone?
You probably could. Yeah. I think you could.
But then it would broadcast on the radio station.
Yeah, no one wants to hear this on the internet radio station.
No.
I've been thinking about putting my internet radio station back on the air. What do you think? Should I do it?
I think you should.
I'm starting to miss it.
Are you going to call it the dorm, or is it going to be Radio Hab?
I'll just go back to Radio Hab. I don't want to have Brian do all the imaging again. That's a big pain in the ass.
Yeah, that is. When you want to make a change, it is kind of. Yeah. It is. Yeah, it's like I've been thinking to myself, like, man, I'd rather just have a rock experiment than classic rock experiment. But then I got to redo everything,
right?
Including my merch.
Oh, look at that. Mark got T-shirts made. It says mytuneradio.com, a classic rock. That was one of my liners, was experimental internet radio. You stole that from me.
I stole the word experiment.
You son of a bitch. I can't believe it. I didn't even steal that.
What do we think? I was so easy to give up the dorm.
I didn't even steal that because I actually thought of that. That was actually copyright me. But you know what? You can have that. It's fine. I don't mind. It's not like I have an internet radio station anymore, but now you're making me want to put it back on. What else is going on in your life, Mark? How was your couple of weeks been?
Let's see here. We went through Tropical Storm Bertha.
Yeah, we had a lot of rain from that thing too. Who cares? Just rain.
Yeah, it was over there by you for a while, and then it came.
Why do they have to name rain? I mean, nobody names it when you go take a shit. Why do you have to name it when it's going to rain a couple of days? What's the difference?
Well, I guess because they got the tropical storm thing down, and that's when it gets the name, and that's when it's getting some wind. But what's really weird about now, we've had two tropical storms. One that went right below us, just below New Orleans, right? Mm-hmm. Actually came in just below New Orleans, so I would say 50 miles from me.
How was the damage? What will you rebuild? Oh, let me guess. Nothing happened except you got some rain and your grass is green.
And New Orleans, whatever you want to say it, depending on what part of the which parish you're from,
depending on how far below sea level you are. Yeah.
But it will flood even on a thunderstorm. So therefore they had flooding, but it always floods even during a thunderstorm.
You built a city on the Gulf of Mexico that is below sea level. Yes. What do you think is going to happen?
The mighty Mississippi River running right next to it.
So one threat isn't enough. Let's have two. You know who did this? I'll tell you who did this. The fucking French. They did. As usual, they used to. The only way that New Orleans got people was if somebody in France was busted, for prostitution. Then, if they agreed to marry the prostitute, the both of them were sent to live in New Orleans. That's where these people came from. It was a punishment. And they were like, yes, we will build a city here. It is all swampy. We will put up some levees and dikes and big... we will invent cement and we will build below sea level. What could possibly happen?
I know there's a small section that's actually above sea level, and that's where the actual French Quarter is, and that's where actually the civilization started with, which is where you have where Bourbon Street is and all that. Mm-hmm. But it was actually a trading post for Indians before everything else, and then little by little. But it's just like there's a perfect area there where it's just above sea level, and then the rest of the city they built up from that small little settlement. It's all under, you know. I'll put it to you this way. It's funny. You walk up to the seawall.
Yep.
And you have to hop up and climb and lift yourself up the sea, and then the river's right there.
No, that sounds awesome. Fantastic. Oh, look, who puts the river up here so high? Oh, my goodness. Jacques Lebleu.
Crazy. Oh. But I tell you, these storms, the way the government's driving them now, it's interesting because if you think about it, the tropical storm Bertha.
The governments don't drive the storms. The storms go where they want. They go where they want.
I don't know. I think they got it. I think they've found a way. Once, I used to not believe it at first, but once I saw those drones, now I totally believe we're driving.
This sounds like somebody who is a little overly religious. This is something that they would believe. Yeah, you believe in Sky Daddy and the weather's being controlled.
So you got 50 miles. There's a center of a tropical storm 50 miles from my house. We don't get a drop of rain.
Yeah.
Right? Now, the last tropical storm, that was the A storm. I can't remember what her name was. Alice, Anna, I don't know. Abigail, who knows?
Yeah.
Anyway, that storm went in down somewhere between Houston and Corpus Christi or somewhere around there. Yeah. And we got all the rain here.
All right. So
it's all disassociated. The storm's here, the rain's over here. It's going to be the point, at one time, wherever the storm was, that's where the rain was. This rain here was actually stayed very, very far south of the storm, and then when it went in up near the Texas-Louisiana line, the storms hit south of Houston.
Mark, you need to study the weather because this is how these things always work. This is not new. This is how they work.
It's in a circle. It's a circle. You can't miss it. It's like a disc.
Yeah, it's a giant circle.
Spins around, and then it's like a buzzsaw comes in, and you might get waves of rain where it comes across.
Buzzsaw. That's funny.
Yeah. So, but anyway, it was a lot of gathering water and all these supplies like usual, and then
can you hear this?
Yeah.
I got a little fan.
Oh, I thought that was a toy you bought.
No, you know what this guy did too, because it's pink, right? Yeah. I'm not going to say who sent this to me, but when they sent it to me, I was like, what the hell is this? Oh, it's a little fan. It's a personal fan, not a personal shoulder massager, let's just say.
Yeah.
But check this little fan that I have right here that keeps hitting my microphone.
Yeah.
That's controlling the weather, Mark. All I have to do is go stand outside, and that blows the weather in the other direction.
Blows the clouds around.
You probably believe that, don't you? My little fan controls the weather.
I believe that the government is involved in everything.
You think the government
all
is
conspiracy stories are true.
I'm gonna try and help you here. Have you ever known someone who has worked for the government? Anybody? No. You don't know anybody who's been like a postal worker or somebody who worked for the sanitation department?
My grandfather did in the service twice, but that's about it.
Okay, Mark. Well, I know some people that work for the government. These people are not the sharpest knives in the drawer. And what I have learned about a lot, I'm not saying everybody, but what I have learned about a lot of people who work in the government is they work for the government because it's hard to get fired there. And these idiots would never survive in the private sector because they're too stupid.
What about what Dr. Solkini told us, though? About
what did Dr. Solkini tell us?
Don't you remember the man behind the door?
I think that both of you have watched The Wizard of Oz too many times. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. You know that was a movie, right? 1939.
They were telling you something. They were telegraphing.
That's what they were doing. Yeah,
telegraphing.
Telegraphing. That's
anyway.
All right, Mark. You go ahead and believe. You believe what you want. I'm gonna sit here with my little fan and can blow the weather away from me, so I don't get my clean car all dirty. That's what I use my fan for, to keep my car clean for months at a time. Although it does kill my grass.
You guys did flood over there, didn't you?
Oh yeah, it's been raining here for a month. It's been nice.
Did it flood over by your place or no?
No. We are still in Sarasota County is still in a drought.
Drought, yeah.
We are still in one of the worst droughts in a very long time, even though
Florida
we have gotten
really
a good bit of rain. Yeah, but here close to the coast, still red with drought, according to the internet, according to the government, Mark. So I don't know how much I believe of that. Maybe they'll come out next month and say, "Oh, we've been out of that drought since July. We just noticed." Trump has done some cutbacks, and this guy right here says you don't need to have rain. I'll put anything in my ass. I think you know who I'm talking about.
I don't know about any of that part.
I think you do.
I never heard that said.
No, that's the stuff that doesn't get on the Fox News channel, Mark. They leave that off of there.
I don't watch Fox News. I read. My news source now is called the Pour Over.
What the hell is that?
Pour over. You don't know what pour over is? Pour over is.
I thought you were an alcoholic. You can't be doing that.
The Pour Over is that and the unbiased news minute. That's done by the
do you know how to
trial attorney.
Do you know how to tell if something is biased or unbiased? If they call it unbiased, it's biased. That's
all they do is read the facts. They don't tell you their opinion on it or anything. This is what happened. This is what it is, and that's the end of it.
Right.
So at least you're so up to date on what's going on, but I don't have anybody tell me how to feel about it.
They live all that good stuff out with JFK Jr. talking like JFK Jr. makes me want to clear my throat. Oh, speaking of clearing my throat. All right, it's time for Doctor Talk here on the mandatory phone call of friendship. So I was at the doctor today, and it's just two of us in the waiting room because it's the appointment right after lunch. And there's this guy sitting over there, and he's probably in his 30s, younger guy at the arthritis doctor. I'm like, what the hell? What's going on? And every 8 to 10 seconds, all I hear is this.
Always one of those.
Yeah, he's just clearing his throat all the time.
Yeah, I know.
Like he swallowed a bug, and all I'm thinking is, if somebody comes in here and starts shooting, and they try to kill that guy first, I am not going to intervene. I'm just going to let it happen. I'm not going to do nothing.
You're sad. You're not nice.
It was that bad. I wish there would have been somebody else in the waiting room with me that I could have looked at and been like,
I've had people like that sit next to me before, and there's a guy in one of my meetings that I go to that has that, and I don't know if it's a psychological problem.
It is,
or if it's actually like
no,
he just got consistent gook in his throat.
Did you ever look at him and say, "Clear your goddamn throat, go outside"? Now,
was he heavy set?
No.
The guy went, oh no, okay, because the only time I've only seen two people do that. They were both fat.
I mean, I know he was just like a normal looking dude, and all I can think of is, all right, so maybe he did a lot of cocaine and has post-nasal drip, but why would that bring him to the arthritis doctor? This is not the I swallowed a bug doctor. This is the arthritis.
Old or young?
Young. He was in his 30s.
Oh wow. Okay, yeah, that don't make any sense.
Like I said, I would not have intervened if somebody had come in there.
Maybe it's a mental thing, because there's some things that people do that are just mental issues.
This was not the psychiatrist's office. The psychiatrist's office is way more entertaining than whatever that was. Because you'll have a guy in the psychiatrist's office who's like got Tourette's, and he'll be like, bang, woo.
Yeah, arthritis doctor, rheumatology. I don't think, no, that's nothing to do with your...
No. Like I said,
maybe it does. Does it? Does sinuses and all that have something to do with your?
I don't know. I'm not a doctor or a rheumatologist, and this was my first. This was my first interview with the rheumatologist today. Now
and I'm going to tell you, that's a hard appointment to get.
What, with a rheumatologist?
Yes, my wife has one, and all she gets is once a year. She gets a tele appointment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And what happens is. If she has to miss that or she doesn't catch the call, She has to wait another year.
Oh my! So that's the
It's
dermatologist.
like crazy down here.
No, that's a dermatologist in Florida. You can't get a dermatologist appointment in Florida. They are more than a year out. The last one I had was several years ago, and I show up at the dermatologist appointment, and they said, "Oh, we changed your appointment, and you missed it." And I'm like, "You did what? When did you change it?"
Oh my!
And then,
Yeah.
well, you can rebook. We can get you in 9 months. I'm like, nope. This is a sign. Do not go to the dermatologist. I'm done. I'm out.
Yeah, some doctors are really. I guess it makes sense with all the skin, with the issues with the sun.
Yeah. Well, and all the old people who live here. I've got wrinkles on my skin. Can you help me? Ma'am, we do not have a time machine here at the dermatology department.
I'm the opposite. I've been to a dermatologist one time, and it's because they were worried about a couple of things on me, and they scraped on them and sent them away, and everything was fine. That was the end of it.
I'm pretty sure
If
the guy from today.
my doctor doesn't tell me to go,
No.
then I'm not going.
The guy from today is probably on the way to the dermatologist here in the afternoon. It was like, yeah, now you're doing it. Right, yeah. That's probably how it started with him. Maybe this guy was friends with Bob Garrett at some point. And all he heard was, oh God. And he just got infected.
Yeah, I know the guy the guy that I knew was trying, and I didn't know him personally, I just knew of him, but he was trying to say that it was a medical condition.
Yeah, so is being crazy. That's a medical condition. Yeah,
it's all medical.
Right, it is. It's all right. And this has been Doctor Talk with Erica and Mark. We're done now here on the
I don't have anything to share in medical talk.
No.
All I had a bad head cold for a week. That was about it.
You seem fine. Let's not even talk about that. That was probably from one of those hurricanes or tropical storms.
It's pushing some of that, whatever they're seeing in the clouds with getting in your nose.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Just go to a break.
Erica and Mark. The phone call.
All right, we're back, and
I'm still fanning myself. You can't hear this, can you?
No, I can't hear it all. It's it's a good one.
Perfect.
So
Look at Mark can see my hair flowing in the breeze.
Yeah, I thought you were
camera.
trying to do a Pantene commercial or something.
Yeah, that's it. I would never use that shit in my hair. You know how bad that is for your hair? Oh, you wouldn't know, would you?
No.
No.
I don't have long hair anymore.
No. Thank you, by the way, for wearing a hat this week. Because 2 weeks ago, you didn't wear a hat. And
I'm still letting it grow out, seeing it's still growing out.
Put the hat back on. He took the hat off. Put the hat back on.
It's still growing in.
Oh, you look like Herman Munster.
I know, it's a mess, but you should see when I can't wear a hat, when I got to go inside a building.
Oh no,
where you're not supposed to wear a hat, like church or whatever. I had to sit there and I had to comb my hair down. I look like Justin Bieber's older perverted dad.
Ooh. Yeah. You look like Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber's molester. That's a good band name. I'm gonna add that. Hold on, I gotta stop the fan.
Why am I laughing at that? That's not even funny.
Well, because it is funny.
Oh gosh.
All right, I'm adding that.
Right,
well,
so,
you do the show while I add this to the band name list. I'm going to add this right after Baby Gay Awakening and Scissor Happy Women.
Whose is that one? Scissor Happy.
That was Brian's daughter did that one. Justin Bieber's molester. Added. What else do we have here? We have Bootleg Gritty, Chronically Disappointing, Nerdy Embolism, Raw Larry David. I don't know what that means. You'll like this one. Homeboy Jesus. That one might actually be mine. Oh, yeah, that one is actually mine. Yeah. What else? Parachute Jagger, Hootie Bowl. Get it? Yeah. Hootie Bowl. That's dyslexic. The Occasional Honk. Boobs are the tits with a Z. Presidential Math. Unwhimsical Bitch. Hebrew Gator from Jack. That's a good one, Jack. And I'm going to stop it right here with a Dyslexic Blender because it doesn't get much better than that. There we go.
Right.
I'm sorry. What the hell were you talking about? I was adding band names.
Well, once that what was it? How many people got over 1,000 people from iHeart got fired, right?
Oh, yeah.
I saw that where they took out an entire radio station. All shows were replaced by automation.
That was, I'm not sure that was iHeart. That was KCAL, which is kind of out east of LA, kind of out like out in like San Bernardino, somewhere out in the desert. And it was a rock station that did not have a big, the signal did not get into L.A. It was strictly an East L.A. station. And they fired the whole staff just for funsies and decided to just make it jockless. And I mean, but will it help their ratings or hurt their ratings or do nothing at all? You want to hear what I sadly think? I think it does nothing at all.
No, you're right, because unless you really built, I mean, like not just a show, but you have to build like you got to be, they got to be your best buddies. That they have to be, and then you got to hope that the ones that you built those relationships with get a book.
Oh, so, speaking of other radio stations, did you see that the Beasleys have decided to sell 2 more stations?
No, which ones?
Oh, they're getting rid of the top 40 in Charlotte. And I don't remember what the call letters are. And they are also getting rid of the AC in Vegas, both big signal stations.
The Charlotte one, that's in the one in New Bern where they're from? Or
no, like Charlotte. Like the station is like licensed to Gastonia, which is the suburb of Charlotte. It's 100,000 watt, like on like 93.1 or 95.1, something like that. It's a top 40 station. And guess who bought it? Your people, Jesus and Pals. K-Love.
They're buying everybody.
But here's the thing. K-Love has stations there. They have 3 stations, big power stations all around the Charlotte, North Carolina area. Why do they need a commercial signal when they have 3 non-commercial? Because they can sell commercials and make money. Never mind. So they're going to buy this station, and because it's K-Love, there's no taxes involved. It's all tax-free, and it's all tax-deductible. And
they will operate off of sponsorship, like PBS does.
Right, but now they're on a commercial signal. Now they can sell commercials. They can sell advertising.
Well, can you when you're on the low power FM, you cannot sell commercials. Period. Right?
You can. I think you can sell sponsorships and mentions now. But as far as commercials and having stop sets, no, you can't.
I don't understand why they're buying all these big stations, legendary stations.
I don't either.
I don't understand it either.
It's got to be commercials. They're making money.
They have their people. I mean, they run completely syndicated. I mean, there's nobody local on those stations at all. On those stations, so you might have some local small religious stations that have like a local morning show, like They have one here because I always see them at the concerts and stuff. They come out and they have a morning show, but everybody else is syndicated, so I don't get that.
You are going to be able to get back into radio soon because all the radio stations are going to be Jesus and Pals. Here it is, Kiss 95.1 WNKS in Charlotte. And they're also acquiring the license of Rock Alternative X107.5 KXTE in Pahrump, Las Vegas from the Beasley Music Group. So they're getting rid of 107.5 Extreme Radio and Kiss 95.1 in Charlotte. So Charlotte and Vegas.
They're still selling a lot. Man, oh man.
I know, dude. What are they doing? I mean, it's like as soon as they start running low on money, they just sell stations. I mean, what do they do? Why would they be doing? These are big signal stations.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It doesn't. I don't know what they're doing with it because then they're keeping their Savannah, which is really odd because the Savannah would be the ideal things to sell.
Well, I mean, I would think that the larger markets like Vegas and Charlotte would be more lucrative to sell because they're
I know, but
money.
You should be able to make money in those stations. Where in Savannah, I mean, you can only get so much.
Yeah. What are they owning?
No,
in
Augusta.
Savannah?
I mean, not Savannah. Augusta.
Oh, I was going to say, what do they own in Savannah? I don't remember them being in Savannah.
Augusta.
Right.
That doesn't even make sense.
In Charlotte, Beasley still retains hip hop Power 98. They're going to keep adult R&B V101.9, country 103.7, which is WSOC, and Spanish tropical Playa 94.7, which I guess these stations all have ratings. Maybe the top 40 didn't have any ratings, and that's why they're spinning it. I don't know.
Well, top 40's having a hard time because really you got to be a rhythmic top 40. You can't do because 90% of your music's rhythmic, so you can't really avoid that music. And then it's hard to get the white 50, 60-year-old person to buy into rap music
Yeah.
Because he thinks it's going to bring a bad crowd into his store.
Oh, yeah, that's probably true. In Vegas, what have we got in Vegas?
Not always true.
Beasley retains classic hits KKLZ, which is on 96.3. I actually applied for a job there. I got an interview there because I was ready to move to Vegas, man. Do you know who beat me out for that job?
Who?
Charlie Logan from 95 YNF.
Really?
Yes. I wasn't even mad I didn't get him. Like, oh, they give it to Charlie Logan? Because you know how the Beasleys are. They like a name. They don't care what kind of job they're going to do.
No.
But if they can hire a name, bring them in.
No, if somebody they've heard of and seen in the trades, they like trade people.
Yes, they do. And Charlie was way more famous than I ever was. But they've also got 102.7 Coyote Country in Boulder City, Nevada. They've got bilingual AC, 105.7 Maxima, which I would kind of like to hear a bilingual station. How does that even work?
Well, they used to have one in Miami called Super Q.
So how does that work?
So what it was is they would speak in Spanish and English back and forth, like Spanglish.
Yeah.
And they would play top 40 music, but they would also play Latin music.
And people listened to that.
Well, Spanish people did.
Yeah.
Not many, obviously very many Americans, but
what's
in
the
Miami, that's
of...
because they weren't ready to go full Spanish. The full Spanish stations were all on the AM.
Okay.
And then when they realized, wait a minute, everywhere you go, you walk into a store, they had to have signs that say, "Do you speak English here?"
Hey, wait a minute. We have
we
Spanish.
could probably bring these on the FM.
Yeah, we have Spanish on all of our street signs. We can probably put this.
Miami was the last city to know that they were Spanish.
Did you just call it mommy? You called it mommy, didn't you?
Yeah, Miami.
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 Yeah, you were married to a Mexican for way too long. Way too long.
Dated a lot of Cuban girls then in Miami.
Dated, that's what you're going to call it, huh?
Yes. Dated.
Oh, yeah. You're dated. What else is going on in the world?
Well, I saw this thing here talking about what was wrong with radio because everybody's been saying like they're going to fix it now. And I saw
Who's going to fix it?
Well, they all think they can fix it. And the thing is that the people that run radio stations aren't interested in fixing it. They're fixing it the way they know how to. They're selling stations. Everyone has the voice track on 30 stations.
Right. Oh, hey, we need money. I got good news. You don't have to do Charlotte anymore. But the bad news is we're selling Charlotte. And we're cutting your pay. But you will get paid.
So this place called Bridge Ratings put out a thing that said, "What the radio listener never asked for any of this," is what they said.
Okay, I've not seen this.
It's what listeners want versus what radio gave them.
Uh-huh.
So on what listeners want, authentic voices.
Yep.
Okay. What radio gave them? More commercials.
Yeah,
fewer personalities.
And now AI. And now AI is infiltrating everything.
So what listeners wanted was authentic voices, local connection, great music, companionship, surprise and fun, and trust and familiarity. How do you say that word?
Familiarity. From now you're making me fuck it up. Familiarity.
I know, it's a tough one.
Familiarity. Jeez, I get stupider every time I do this podcast.
And what radio gave them was more commercials, fewer personalities, long music sweeps.
Oh yeah.
Syndicated everything.
Yep.
Voice tracking, budget cuts, and corporate mandates.
All true.
And what's funny was there's a DJ sitting there, and he got headphones on. He's got a microphone in front of him. On one side is on air and a radio dial, right? And on the other side of him is a stack of papers. One stack says budget cuts. The other stack says efficiency. The other stack says research. The other stack says spreadsheets. And then the final stack is cost savings.
Well, it is a business. You got to run it like a business, though. You do. It can be very difficult to make money in that business. And high-paid radio people are pretty rare these days.
And if you think about this, if you're doing, because I remember before I left, and I ended up being not only the promotions director for 5 stations, but the ops manager and everything else. But I also was I did all the commercials, the dubs, and all that stuff. And what was that called? What was that called?
What? Production director? You can't remember production director?
No, well, I can't remember anything hardly anymore. But
we're in trouble.
Yeah, well, once you stop multitasking, I'm going to tell you, your brain will collapse because you've had so much information going on at the same time. It doesn't know what to do with quiet time.
Yeah.
It just shuts down. But anyway, but instead of like where you used to sit down and go, okay, this customer's trying to do this, and this is what he wants, this kind of idea, and then you're writing a creative spot and the right music and the right sound effects behind it and all that. What you got was, this product does this, and this was that, does that, and that's over here, and that's the end of it. And that was it. And then you would rip and read.
There's your training. You're trained.
Yeah, rip and read. And same with the air show. It's like, okay, I'm on afternoon drive. That's an important time.
Yeah.
I know what it's like out there because the traffic is so bad there because of the roadways that are way behind. I mean, I'm settled right between, I'm literally right off of Interstate 10, which is a major thoroughfare. It goes from Jacksonville all the way over to San Diego. Right?
L.A.
I think. L.A. Goes at 10? Goes to L.A.?
Yes.
Okay, so that's across the country. And then we have the cutoff that goes around the city, for that. So you got two major arteries there going.
10 and 12.
And I got to sit there and read like little quick bits and I got to do 3 or 4, maybe 5 breaks in a row so I can give myself an hour to rip and read these spots that have to be on tomorrow.
Wow. So
when I get replaced with a voice trucker, you think anybody missed me when I was gone?
No.
And you know what's sad about it was I looked at ratings from when I first got there. Mm-hmm. We were number one 25-54 men. I was number one 25-54 men in my target demo. That's not bragging because that's what I'm supposed to be in a class.
Well, you should just get that.
And I was fourth 25-54 persons.
That's still pretty good.
Okay, so not bad, right? That's top 3 is the best, but fourth is acceptable. You're knocking out the door.
Yes.
The next one, about the same, increased a little bit more. And then by my third book, because it was only, 2 books a year. Mm-hmm. So that by the next year, I'm picking up other duties. They did not replace my midday girl. They did replace her, but they replaced her with a country jock.
Right. So, cheapest, easiest one they could find.
And crash and boom, next thing you know, everything went down, and then when I left my last book, I was 6th, 25-54 persons. Men.
Really?
Which is bad, from one.
That's really bad,
In 2 books, I killed my.
So who was beating you?
The other classic rock station.
Oh boy, that's not good.
It was a classic hit station, was what it was.
Yeah.
But they had jocks. And they're jocks that had nothing else to do but that job. Mm-hmm. So when somebody was saying, "Hey, there's a book fair at my kid's school, will you come by?" They could easily do it.
So your contention is live people are needed for success in local radio.
Yeah, especially in small markets.
Yeah, especially in small markets.
But, and maybe in New York, no one cares anymore because the kid that's got the 2.5 million followers on YouTube is much more exciting.
Well,
than I am.
Kids don't listen to the radio. I would get into my daughter's car, and she didn't have any presets set on her FM radio. And I asked her, I said, "Hey, is your car okay? Did the battery die?" Because I got in there to just flip it. And I thought for sure she'd at least have like a top 40 station or the urban station programmed in there just to.
Right.
Nope. None of them. There was nothing programmed. None.
Wow.
And I'm like, "Do you ever listen to the radio?" And she's like, "No, why would I listen to the radio? I just listen to my phone." I'm like, okay. That makes sense.
Wow.
And she's everybody of that age.
Yeah, and my son's the same way too. You're right, and he's that way, and he's been that way for a long time. And
I'm one of those old people. I listen to satellite. That's all I listen to, satellite. But
most of the people I know listen to satellite at my age. Listen to satellite radio.
Old people listen to satellite radio.
And the funny thing about it's still radio.
Yeah, but there's no commercials
on all the channels.
On the channels I listen to, there is not one commercial.
Oh wow! I thought they put commercials on.
I think on one of the top.
If you don't pay for it, right? If you don't pay for the plan, right?
No. I just have the basic music plan. I don't listen. I don't get commercials.
Oh, okay.
If I'm listening to F1, Formula One on the ESPN channel, I get commercials. But on the music channels, there are no commercials. No. Howard Stern has commercials, but I don't have Howard Stern, so I don't care.
Right. But I mean, let's face it. I mean, the reason why you and I did well with that small town was, first of all, it's a small town, but we were part of that town.
We were everywhere. Yeah.
And we did stuff for them, and they knew and we showed up to their kids' schools, and we did all kinds of stuff. We had all kinds of.
We would promote their freaking stupid golf tournaments for charity and anything to show, which is why we could not buy a drink or a dinner in that town, which was great. It was great.
No, not at all.
It was like being in the mafia.
And then when I got here, I just kept the same. When I went over to Hattiesburg after that, I kept this. I did my own morning show with somebody else, and we did the same thing and was successful there. And then, and that station actually morning show still successful. I just saw where they won again in Arbitron ratings, and with the guy that replaced me is still there.
It's Nielsen now. It's Nielsen.
Nielsen, yeah. But 30, it's been 30 years since I've been there, and he's still running the morning show, the guy that replaced me, and doing well.
So you're saying that if we went back to the fundamentals of what radio used to be, that it would again be successful and be something that you could market and sell?
Well, it depends on what they want to try to do. Now, if you remember, when you and I first got the radio, it was personality driven, and then they try to make you read liner cards. Remember?
Oh God, I remember that. Yeah.
And then right away, and then that really had the ratings dropped on everybody's station. So they came back with this new idea of bringing personality back, and it got mad at you if you were reading a liner. And it's like, you're the one that told us we had to.
One of the last stations I worked at was a liner station where you pretty much had every break. Hey, talk about this. Hey, talk about this. Hey, talk about that. And I could do it and make it, sound conversational. It did not sound like I was reading it, but I was. And I found that to be very boring. I was very good at it.
And nobody gets to know you. And if just like your friend, if you want to make a friend with somebody, they got to get to know you. You got to get to know them. I mean, if you don't know them and they don't know you, you're not going to even connect at any level.
I mean,
but I think so.
I may actually have a aircheck. Let's see. I think I have an aircheck here on my phone. Let me see if I have it here.
One of yours?
I might have an aircheck from when I worked at. Yep, here it is right here. I thought I had this. Let me see if I can hold this up to the thing.
Eric Stevens, it's an Alanis Morissette Unplugged weekend. Got more chances for you to win coming up, along with great star music from Madonna and Pearl Jam. These are the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Star 95.7. Tampa Bay Star 95.7. This is Pearl Jam.
Come on, read a liner.
Tampa Bay Star 95.7. It's an Alanis Morissette Unplugged weekend. Got your chance to win the new Alanis CD coming up in just a couple of minutes. And I'll qualify somebody to win a trip to Los Angeles so you can have dinner with Alanis and see a private concert. Your chance to win coming up soon from Star 95.7.
Right up to the post, baby. The Postmaster
We're Star
General.
95.7.
Tampa.
Where was Star?
Tampa.
I remember Star stations. We had Star 95.5. That's
that was Scott Chase's station, and it was owned by Clear Channel or iHeart or whatever the hell it was.
Yeah.
But that's all that station was on, at least on the weekends was, hey, we're giving away tickets to this. Hey, here, read this liner that's, brought to you by Bank of America. And it was all scheduled right there in the computer. And that was all live, too. That was not voice track. That was me pushing buttons.
Oh yeah, I remember those with the days with carts, or even the CD players. You had to start the record and stop them.
The music was all in a computer. Everything ran off of Profit, but I still actually, when I got there, we were still playing CDs and carts. And then by the time I was out of there, we had switched over to Profit, and all you had to do was hit the space bar to pause after the music ended when you were going into your stop set. And you would play a music bed from a cart. And then after you were done talking, you literally hit the space bar again and pot the cart down. And then the next event would fire, which would usually be a promo or a commercial.
Oh, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was very easy. And then there was a time where I just couldn't work on a weekend, and they had me scheduled for Saturday and Sunday. And this is after Scott left. So I asked the PD, I said, "Hey, do you mind if I just voice track this week?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, sure. Just write down your hours that you were here and you're fine. You're saving me money by not being here for, 8 hours this weekend." So I would go in there on Friday afternoon and just voice track, both days in like an hour and put it all together. And I remember driving around Venice, and I'm listening to myself on the radio.
Yeah, and
I'm like, I don't like this at all. This is not good. I need to get the hell out of this business right now. This is not going to be good for the future at all, because it sounds like I'm there. It was flawless. I'll never forget the first time I heard that. It was very creepy, and that was pretty much the beginning of the end for me. I was done after that.
Well, you think about it. If you water things down and you're no longer getting to know the people and the people aren't getting to know you, and you're just reading liners, and you're a beaten man or a beaten woman. You've lost all your push, your desire, your flame that you had for radio.
Yeah, that was me.
Gone.
Yep.
Then once you become that person, it's really easy to change that person with a no feeling AI person.
Right. That's very true.
And that's what I think that's what they're hoping for.
Yeah, well, I think it's all going to go to AI because it is cheap or free. And I think people will complain about it at first, but I just don't think they're going to care. And it's going to continue. I think AI is here to stay. Well,
when's the last time you heard radio listening? You always get a kick out of when you spoke and we listen. Absolutely not. That is not true. No one said it. No one asked for it.
Call the request lines. Maybe we'll play your song. We're not gonna though.
No,
but
and never.
Maybe you'll get lucky and your song is coming up on the music log, and then we'll say that it's for you. Or I'll make up a name and say, "Hey, this is for Christy and Brandon on Star 95.7." I don't know who Christy is. I ain't talking to fucking Christy. I'm making shit up, trying to be relatable to the people. Sad but true.
Radio never listened to you and never cared about you.
No.
Trust me, if they didn't care about you, you can only imagine how they felt about us.
We cared when we were doing that stupid little morning show in Georgia.
Oh, yeah.
That's different.
We honestly did. I mean, I woke up with I was just so excited. I mean, you think about it, getting up that early in the morning and getting yourself together and being ready to go at 6 o'clock, not always that easy. But it wasn't like, honestly, it was not like working because we're having fun. And then I even enjoyed when they gave me I did have a secondary job anyway, when the promotions thing. I enjoyed that part too, because I got to put together, somebody would say, "Hey, we got 6 CDs, 6 Pearl Jam 10 CDs.
Right.
And then we have a pair of tickets for Pearl Jam. So, okay, well, here's 10 qualifiers and one grand prize.
That was always
great.
That was always nice when we would give stuff away on the radio. It's like, hey, what do we have to give away? You should know that. And,
I always knew what was going on. Yeah. And even when we gave away stuff we weren't supposed to give away right away. And then we did not give away stuff that we were supposed to give away.
We would do that. We would do that more often than not. So, hey, we don't really have that. But how about this? And everybody, but you know what? Most people are like, oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Nobody would fight you.
But it's kind of funny though when you think about it. It's like I don't know exactly what they're trying to do to it. I don't know if they're trying to kill it so they can just have nobody working there.
It's been killed. It's been killed. It's been dead. You just didn't notice because you stayed in it so long.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just kind of died.
Right.
It's kind of like TV. TV's kind of doing the same thing. There are 8 people that work at my TV station. 8. When I went to work there back in 1999, there were 88 people that worked at that TV station, and we had 2 buildings. Now we have 0 buildings and 8 people.
That's crazy. It doesn't even seem...
yeah, I know. It doesn't
seem right.
I mean, it is what it is. But, as long as it's profitable and making money, and I assume it is, then things are fine. I still have a challenging job. I like my job. I'm not mad at it. I like the people I work with. I like the job. I hate to say it. It's true.
It's so funny, but because I thought for sure, like everybody asked me right away, like, hey, are you with your station? Are you back on the air? I said, no, I don't have the desire to do it like I did. I think it just got taken out of me. It's like, And I don't think I'm going to add anything to it to make it any better. I think it's going to take away. Just let the music talk.
I'm going to give you a positive to working at a television station that has 8 people. You know what the positive is? We got rid of all the assholes, and now we kept literally the people who are not problems.
How did you manage to get that? Well, I know how you can weed them out like that, but how did you manage to get?
Kind of did. I mean, the people who are left are not the mental patients. We don't have any alcoholics. We don't have anybody that used up all their vacation time and sick days by April. We don't have any HR problems who are going to complain if somebody says the F word or says says an off-color thing. We don't have any complainy, whiny, looking to sue somebody people. We are all here to help each other out. And, we all know what each other's jobs are. We know what each other's strengths and weaknesses are, and we all help each other. They're
all adults.
Kind of nice.
They got to be all adults, right?
We are all adults. We are all over 40, every single one of us.
Yeah, have to be. Yeah, because anybody under that age it's flim flam there. I don't know how anybody can work with young people.
This is the first place that I've ever worked where, we didn't have, let's just say, an HR problem employee. Because you always have one or two of those pretty much anywhere you work. No matter what business it is, there's always somebody who's a potential HR nightmare. We don't have any of that. Everybody's cool.
And you can, and I thought you should be able to spot them at an interview, but no, they know how to conceal it.
They do. Yep. They sure do. We have had our fair share of HR problems in the past at this place, but it's funny it's so true what they say. When you weed out the cancer, things kind of heal, and that's what happened. We weeded out all the cancer, and we're all kind of in this same boat of having a lot to do and multiple markets for some of us, and we just get it done. It's because everybody is cool. That's one of the things that make it easy.
And that's another thing too, is the people that worker bees are good, and everyone needs to be on the same page and working the same. This equity thing and all this stuff is like, no, it's not. It's equality is what we need. Everyone needs to be on the same page, working just as hard for whatever needs to get done, and that makes everyone else's job easier. Because you're busy.
I am. I'm but I like being busy, and the way that my job is, I have everything kind of set up now. The hardest part about my job is setting everything up so that it makes my life easier. I have to idiot-proof myself because I'm kind of stupid. So I go to any length that I can to make sure that I mistake-proof myself. That if I make a mistake, the computer's going to say, "Hey, you can't do that. You sure you want to do that?" And hit yes. And if the computer does something like that, I'm just like, oh, what did I just do there? Let me stop what I was doing. Okay. Oh, that would be wrong. Thank you, past Erica, because future Erica apparently is stupid. And that's literally how you have to be. If you have this much responsibility in these many places, you have to idiot-proof yourself because you don't have time for problems. If that makes any sense.
Yes.
But you know what? Who knows what's going to happen? Let's take a break and come back and talk about something equally boring.
Yes.
Erica and Mark. The phone call.
Oh, Mark, I've been slowly trying to not get sucked back into social media. I got onto Facebook the other day, and I started going through it because I had, 99 plus unread messages and all this other crap. Because I just don't go to Facebook anymore. And do people still do social media? Do you still do social media?
I do, but I've kind of worn mine out. And the only reason why I have it, really, I think the only reason why I keep going back to it is because I've got the our page that we have on Facebook, and then I've got the Radio page and stuff like that. So there's some things there and stuff. But I
still now hold on. Don't make no mistake. I still go to Reddit. I live on Reddit now. But Reddit is anonymous, and Reddit will only show you stuff that you want to see. Reddit's not throwing stuff at me in an algorithm that's going to make me mad or it thinks I'll be interested in. Reddit just shows me the stuff that I subscribe to and want to see. But I saw something in the news about MySpace. Did I see that? Did you see this?
Oh yeah, I did see that. Tom's coming back, I think.
Tom, who sold MySpace. Do you remember who he sold MySpace to? Because I do.
No, who?
Are you familiar with the News Corp company? News Corp? Do you know who that is?
News Corp, no.
Yeah, that's the Fox News channel.
Oh, really?
He sold it to those idiots. Him and his partner, it was something like $600 million, I think they sold it for.
Good Lord, what were they going to do with it?
Hold on. Because MySpace was pretty huge. Facebook had just come along, and it was only like college students. Facebook was still kind of underground around the time that Tom and his buddies sold MySpace. But I just looked up Tom's celebrity net worth. Well, so Tom was a partner. He was the day-to-day guy, and he retired in 2009, which is right when Facebook kind of started.
So it's almost 20 years.
So how much money do you think Tom is worth today?
Let's see here. So
keep in mind, he was a partner. The $600 million was not all. He had to share that with everybody else.
So I say $200 million.
$60 million. That's it. That's
$60 million. That's still a lot of money, though.
Maybe they're going to bring it back, and Tom's going to go work there because he needs money.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that. Whoever the new owner is it still Fox?
I don't know. Let's see who owns. Now, I could swear Fox sold it a while ago. Who owns the MySpace? It is owned by Viant Technology. They're a digital media entrepreneur. Company run by Tim and Chris Vanderhook. The Vanderhooks? So who are the Vanderhooks? Purchase Vanderhook era 2011 to present. Purchased by Justin Timberlake and Specific Media, led by the Vanderhook brothers, for $35 million in 2011. Then it later became a part of Viant Technology. I'm going to tell AI to ask me what the future of MySpace is. What's the future plans for the MySpace? I literally typed the MySpace because I'm retarded.
Good for you.
I might be autistic. I'm serious. I taught myself how to fly. Only autistic people would teach themselves how to fly in Microsoft Flight Simulator, not want to fly a plane. Let's see. Future plans include a full platform relaunch designed to act as a direct alternative to modern algorithm-heavy social networks. So, apparently there's a documentary out there, and they're going to bring back some of the iconic legacy features like customizable profiles. The relaunch is going to bring back personalized HTML profile custom. Remember that? You had to write code. You had to copy and paste code.
Yes.
Holy shit, I forgot all about that. You did, yeah. So background music, you're going to still be able to set a signature song for your page because no one gives a shit about that or ever did. And it would just annoy everybody. You can, of course, have your top 8 list. So you've got your legendary high drama Friends ranking system. They're bringing that back. And this is being driven by millennial nostalgia and social media burnout. Their active monthly traffic has quietly surged from 200,000 users in 2023 to nearly 6 million a month right now. So
you can actually get on now?
I guess so. Do I have a MySpace? I need to look and see if I still have. I'm gonna Google myself in MySpace right now. I hope my old self isn't there. That would be embarrassing.
I tried to log into my old one a while back because I was trying to see if I could find it. I couldn't remember what my password was, and I could not remember what my email was, and I'm sure it was email that was, since gone.
Let's see here. just Google your name and MySpace. I just typed in my name and MySpace, and nothing comes up except for some Facebook posts that have me tagged in it. Huh. Did I spell my name right? Yep, that's me. Did I spell my name right? This is how you know I'm autistic. Did I spell my name right? I guess I don't have a MySpace. I'm not Googleable.
Yeah,
is it
I
bad
wonder if I still had one?
Is it bad that I'm thinking about paying a company to wipe me from the entire internet, all of it, just delete all of it, and get me off of there? Is that bad?
Did they actually offer that service? That's a great service.
Yeah, I think so. I think they can get me. I go in and cancel everything, and then they can go to Google, I guess, or whatever, and just start removing my name from anything.
Huh.
Oh man! As soon as you type in Habedank, guess what comes up?
Your cousin?
My fucking cousin. Yeah, his Joseph Habedank and his fucking gospel bullshit.
Yeah, he was just in your town performing.
He was?
Yeah, not that long ago.
I didn't know that. You're going to find this hard to believe, Mark. I don't go to church. I don't know about the. I don't know about the gospel, music tour. I guess now I got to Google that. Joseph Habedank tour.
Yeah, he was in St. Was it St. Pete or?
No,
I think it was Sun City.
That's where my mom used to live. All right, here we go. Here's his tour from the Joseph Habedank announces Summer Nights. Let's check out the tour here. Let's see. Was he in your part of the world? He started out in Paris, Tennessee, and then Nashville. Then he went to California for a whole bunch of dates in Oregon, and then up to Indiana and Ohio, where he's from, Columbus, Mississippi. You know where that is.
Yep, sure do.
I don't see him here. I don't see him in.
I think it's
in
past
Florida.
though. I think it was past, like in the spring.
No, I'm looking at this year. I'm looking from June 5th up until
I saw
now.
Sun City. I could have sworn I saw that.
Maybe. Huh. Oh yeah, here he is. Joseph Habedank was in Sun City Center back on February 4th. Or is he coming February 4th? He might be coming February. Well, either way, I'm going to miss it. So what am I going to go up to that guy and say, "Hey man, I used to drink beer with your dad." What am I going to say? I used to underage drink with your father.
Did you even know him? Did you meet him or anything?
No. I know. I've never met him. His dad and I are about the same age, and our dads were brothers. So he would Joseph is my first cousin once removed. Is the way that works.
Yeah, there's so many relatives I don't know either from the family. I only know the ones that were around the house, and that was about it. And
we didn't really associate with our super religious family, except like on the 4th of July and Christmas. That's the only time we ever saw those people. Yeah, I'm morbidly curious. Did I ever tell you about Mark Raz? Mark Raz called me one day because. He was running the country station in Philadelphia, WXTU. And I pick up the phone. I'm like, "What's up, Mark Radzowitz?" And he says, "Who the fuck is Joseph Habedank?" And I'm like, "Oh, nice to talk to you too, buddy." And I said, "That's my cousin's son." He's like, "Are you shitting me? Really? So you know who this is?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's my cousin's kid. Yeah." No, it's not. And I'm like, "Why are you asking me this?" He's like, "Because I got a gospel station that I got to do music on. And I get this new single from this Joseph Habedank guy. And there can't be many of you people out there in the world. So I figured, there's no way. And you're telling me way." And I'm like, "Yeah, way." He said, "So how?" And I said, it's my dad's brother. It's his family. It's my dad's brother's son. And he and I are the same age. And that's his kid." He's like, "You're kidding me." I said, "Yeah, that makes him I said, I know how this works. I've studied. That makes him my first cousin. Because a lot of people would think, "Oh, that's your second cousin because he's the son of your first cousin." But that's not how it works. You become the son of your first cousin is still your first cousin, but once removed. This is how I know I'm old. I know about genealogy now. Let me tell you about my grandchildren. Do you have one of those license plates on the front of your motorcycle?
No.
All right.
No.
Will you?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't do that kind of stuff. I never liked that. I never liked the stickers in the back that says,
"How about
my grandkids honor student?" None of that stuff.
How about I'm spending my children's inheritance? What about that?
That I like. I like that one.
That's how I know you're old, right there.
What's so funny was most people I know have always said the same thing when I like that when their parents were getting older. He said, "Oh, I'm going to save some money." I said, "What for what? Go enjoy yourself." You know, my mom and at that time my stepdad was, when my mom retired, they went on this big long cruise. She didn't want to do it. It was like this 2-week long cruise down in
it's too
Caribbean.
Expensive. Oh, it's so much money.
Oh, you pay. It's like no, enjoy, man. You worked all your you're almost 50 some years of your life. It's what you deserve. enjoy
This is your
yourself.
time. Yeah.
If you don't have any money left over when it's all said and done, don't worry about it. We'll figure it out.
Everything's fine. Yeah, you earned all that money. Go party with it as long as you can.
Yeah.
Because what you can't say is you don't have a whole lot of time left. Do it now.
And you can't bring it with you.
Right. Which is advice for all of us. Which is why I should probably go buy a Porsche. You're saying I should. So Elon says we're not going to need money in 10 years, which is perfect because I'll be retired in 10 years. So I should go cash in my 401k and just go get the Porsche I want right now. Right? Right?
Well, I don't know. I don't know if I
What do you mean
that,
you don't know?
but...
If we don't need money, I'm going to spend it now. I could literally cash in my 401k and go buy the most badass part. And the best part about the Porsche is it will never be worth less than what I pay for it.
Well, the good thing is I would definitely, whatever you're going to buy or whatever car you're going to keep, that you know, when you get towards the end, whenever you decide that that's going to be,
maybe I'll buy.
Retire, make sure you're able to pay it off in cash.
Well, maybe
you don't want to go into your Social Security days.
Oh no, with a car payment,
with payments, no.
Yeah, no, I know. Which is going to be bad for me because I like to lease my cars because I get a new car every couple.
Well,
3
you
years
can,
that
but
way.
you just have to lease smaller ones.
No, we're not doing that. What are you talking about?
You get that Honda
Smaller
Civic
ones.
for $275 or whatever.
Hey, you know what's smaller than what I have? A Supra. That's smaller.
Yeah, but I mean, how much they're probably $500, right? $600 for a lease.
Yeah, those cars are still $60,000. The bad part about a Supra is it's tough for arthritic me to get in and out of it because
Oh yeah. That's another one too. Is you're gonna really regret going back down after you've been up in the air with.
I know. Oh, hey, believe me, it took a while to get used to my car I have now because that Porsche, that last Porsche I had, was an SUV. I loved it. I loved it so much. I loved an SUV, Mark. What's happening to me? What is happening?
SUVs are nice though. They're good to have, and
it was
they
great.
can carry some stuff, and
it took me a year to get used to. It took me a year to get used to driving a car again. It was hard. Now I like it again. Now I like it. Now I can't imagine driving an SUV again. But anyway,
when I was riding those cars in the auction, man, I would get in the vets and stuff, but I had a hard time getting back out of them.
Yeah, see, it's because
it's almost embarrassing.
Almost. You should have seen me getting out. I would make all kinds of noises. This is me getting out of my Supra. All right, hold on. There we go. I'm out.
I do the duck. Yeah, you put your wings out.
Yeah,
you use them to pull yourself out.
All I could think about was every time I got out of that car I was like destroying the frickin' driver's seat of that car, like like putting my knuckles into the side of it and then hanging my ass off of the bolster. I'm like, I'm just destroying. Whoever gets this car after me is going to have to put a new seat in it because I'm destroying this thing every time I get out of it. All right, let's end on that boring fact, shall we?
Yes.
All right, let's end on this. This is me getting out of a Supra. Go.
Erica and Mark.
Have a nice week, Mark.
You too.
The phone call.